Hey everyone, welcome to the second video of this series. In this video, as you already noticed, we'll talk about data structures. There are a few data structures that you need to know in order to master Python, as well as some built-in functions used for data structures. Before start, I just want to share with you this URL. It is in the description. It is a link for Python documentation, and here you can find useful information about lists and how to operate with them.
Space shuttle and plants on a mission to build, resupply, and to do research.
Okay, back to our notebook. Let's start by using a markdown. And by the way, if you use double underscore and write something, it will be in bold. So let's write lists. That will be our first data structure. A list is a variable length mutable sequence of Python objects. This is, we can store several objects inside a list. As we saw in the previous video, we could store an object within a variable, but here in list we can store several objects. Let's check. For example, let's write salaries for our first list, and to write a list you just need to use square brackets, and then you can write any value you want. Here is our first list with several salaries. To print our list, we can still use the built-in function. We can still use our type function to check its type. So this is very simple and you will be using it a lot. But let's move to the next one. The next one will be a tuple. What is a tuple? A tuple is a fixed length, immutable sequence of Python objects. And to write a tuple, we can use parentheses. So we use salaries, here you can use years. Let's create a tuple of years with the last 5 years, 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017. So we need to do this. So here's our tuple, our objects assigned to years. And check a type, years, we get our tuple. By the way, you can use integers or strings, there is no problem with that. So you can use several types of objects inside a tuple and also inside a list, so no problems with that. Moving to the next one. Next we have dictionaries. What is a dictionary? It's a flexible sized collection of key value pairs, where key and value are Python objects. For example, let's check employee salaries. For example, one thing that I need to tell you, here we use curly brackets. So, for example, Maria has 27,000 while John has 22,000. And to check our type, let's just write what you already know. And while you're writing here, if you're using Jupyter Notebook, you can start writing our variable and then press tab. It will autocomplete. So here it is, our dictionary. And last, we have a set. So what is a set? A set is an unordered collection of elements, and we use for that curly brackets too. For example, we can have years again, and for that 20. So writing the type years. And here it is, our 4 types of data structures we are covering here. So maybe the most used ones, at least for me so far, are lists and dictionaries, but sometimes you need to use others. So moving on, let's declare a list. We can declare empty lists. By the way, we'll be working with lists here, but a lot of things that we apply here can be applied to other type of data structures, some don't, so feel free to use the documentation in Python and try and you will start to understand better and get some sensitivity to understand what you can do and what you cannot do. But let's continue. So we'll print an empty list. So this list doesn't has anything, as you see. But we can add some information, some data to our list. To do that, we can start writing our list, and then we use a method append. So we will append some data. We can append anything, numbers or strings, whatever. Let's append a number. So if we print our list, we'll see this already as a number. What can we do more? So imagine that we have a variable, for example x, with another number. You can also append the variable. Now we have 2 numbers. Let's keep appending another. For example 50. And now we have 3 numbers, but they aren't ordered. So to order our list, we can simply do sort, and it will be sorted. And we can do the other way around, list reverse, and they are reversed. So, and we can check our length in our list by doing, by using length. So we have 3 elements in our list, and okay, mostly it's this. So let's check the minimum, the maximum, and sum all the values in our list. For that, let's print some pretty things. Minimum will be to print two values. You can print in this case the string, then we can use our function min to get the minimum value of our list. Then let's do the same for the maximum value of our list, and last let's do the sum of our list. Oops. This cannot be uppercase, must be a lowercase. And here it is. This is our first list, some values to it. It might be useful for huge lists, knowing the minimum, the maximum values, as well as the sum. And one thing that I need to share with you is that the first element of the list starts at 0. 0 is a very important number here. And we can check specific values in our list. For example, if we want to check the first value of your list, all you need to do is list square brackets and select the first value by using 0. It will give you the first value. Remember, we have 200. And to check the second value, it's as simple as write the number 1. And in this case, instead of using the number 2 to check the third value, the third value is also the last one. And when we want to get the last value of our list, we can use -1. If you use -2, we will get the second, counting from the last element. And basically that's it for now. These are the basic concepts of data structures. Now you know the 4 data structures in Python, and you can start doing some awesome things here. So let's go to the flow control with loops and if statements. And if this video was useful to you, if you learned something from it, smash the like button, it will help the channel, and I will see you in the next video.